Yeah, I was actually super terrible at remembering to record the meet calls with the kids, but anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna right now put the link, the bit.ly link to the slideshow I'm gonna go through for you. It's there.
Which one is this one?
I don't know why it didn't do as a, anyway, it's there if you want to copy and paste that and keep it somewhere. So I am Shanna Burchwell, as Molly said. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade at Swan River School. I also have taught high school students in the past, and I teach private French lessons to high school students occasionally. I've also been privileged to work down the hall because we're a K-8 school. So I've worked a lot with Shelly, the 5th grade teacher. She's also our art teacher. So I'm not exactly the best with design. And when you see my slides here, when I start sharing those in a second, they're super cute. Well, I didn't come up with them. Steal, all good ideas on the web. Actually, when we build websites in my classroom, what I've done is had Shelly come in and we traded classrooms. And so she did some of those design elements with the kids. So it's a great opportunity for cross-curricular and to work with your colleagues too. So I am first, does anyone have any questions before I get going here? So what I'm going to do is go through and show some models first of how we've been using websites at our school. And then I'm going to actually show you how I thought, gosh, I have this beautiful slideshow, but what would it look like as a website? So I started turning my slideshow for this presentation into a website. So you can see kind of the difference between that. And then we are going to build a website together. So we'll definitely spend some time where you're just quiet working. You're each going to have a page. So I think you can have 33 pages on a website. So we're going to do that. Be thinking about pictures or other information that you will want to put on your web page in our website. So I'm going to go ahead and present unless there are any questions.
Is your screen off?
Yeah.
Is your
and then we'll just ask, go ahead and mute unless you have a question. And go ahead and yell out at me if I get talking and I'm distracted and you have something you want to know, because I'll just keep going, and usually Molly tells me, but okay. So again, this is super cute little design, but I didn't make it. So first we want to say thanks to Blackfoot for all they do for teachers. We're really grateful to them. So think a little bit about, and this would be nice if you would put in the comments, how would you rate your Google knowledge, especially concerning websites? Have you dabbled in that a little bit yet? So are you awesome? Are you quite good? Are you okay? Have you tried some apps? Lots to learn. Are you brand new? So just go ahead and throw those in the comments for me real quick. Now look at those. Lots to learn, lots to learn. Okay, cool. Google knowledge, okay. Good, okay. Some brand new to, okay. Great, so looks like we're gonna get some good learning here today. And then of course I think this is a continual piece, but thinking about what you want to take away by the end of the conference and making sure to let me know in this session everything that I can do to make sure you get what you want out of it. So just stop me and ask if you need. So we're gonna first look at some examples of some student work. So this is a website made by 8th graders. They did this last fall. So each of the pages on the website, and they designed this and picked all the images. Of course, Shelly came in and helped them center everything, and she helped them to change the pictures so they would fit up here when they added those. So each page is by a pair of students. So conductors, when you come to this page, they've got links to each. So if you want to learn about Levi Coffin, they link to this page. And then the Harriet Tubman link is quite interesting because Harriet Tubman was its own group, but since she was a conductor, this group linked to the other group's page. And so you can see they're different. They design them in a way that they, they had choice there. How do I want to set up my page? And so this is a fun piece, some fun facts down here. Passengers, here's their page. Got some good images. They also have a sub-page for their sources. And then, let's see, abolitionist. They also have, so something I would go back and think about, like this one says citations for this page, and we would probably want them to match. So the other page said sources. We probably want that to say the same thing. But again, that's one of those design elements you can work with the kids on. Here's John Brown. So the idea is how did they get to that? Because that's a lot of writing and it's a lot of editing and it was a lot of work. Yesterday, I think I said it took 3 weeks. I think it was really a month. It was a whole unit of study. So instead of just reading the book chapter by chapter, they took the chapters and each group took whatever topic that chapter was, and then they did more research. So first they had to make a project plan. So they've got, here's their description, their topic, goals, objectives. They had to come up with a calendar. I told them, here's the due date. So, and obviously they didn't fill this in as well. This was my first time doing this with them. So, some teacher fails in there and learned a lot, as we do. Here are their links to their resources, plus the book that we have in the classroom and some of the other books that they used. This I wouldn't have them do again, but I had them just sketch out what did they think the layout for their website would look like, but I don't think that's really necessary, but this group did that. Then I require them to turn in all their notes for their research. So, and it's a little more than jotting, but they should just be jotting and then giving me links from where those notes came from. So I have all their sources there. And then they have to plan out their writing. I'm a pretty big stickler. If one was in my writing session yesterday, all these planning sheets have to be turned in before they even touch a Chromebook. And then for peer editing, we just used Doc. And so for each page, the kids had to comment and then they put their initials here and they are graded on their comments. And it has to be obviously specific. And they do, for this one, they did glow and grow, which really works. That's a good one for them. You can also do praise, question, suggest. I feel like glow and grows probably works a little better for my kiddos. So that's their website there. Then, yay, Swan River School's website is working today. I'm so glad. It was not yesterday. So this is our school website. And the link right here goes to our school newsletter, which is a website that is written and maintained by middle school students in creative writing class. So Kennedy was the editor. They decide this design on this, so they could put a picture of the school here if they wanted. School events, got upcoming events. Oops, I guess there are no upcoming. Here was fall hike. This, I'm going to brag just for a second. Kennedy here, she's the editor, but she took part in a nationwide writing contest on readworks.org. She rewrote the ending to a Halloween story, and she was in the top 15 out of 5,460 contestants that joined for middle schoolers. So pretty proud of her. We've got a sports page, SRS Sports, those are cheerleaders, girls volleyball. So the kids are all doing this, and what I have them do is either just write their first name or their first name, and if they're a kid with a similar name to another kid, they can just write their last initial if they want, just to keep that privacy piece. And then the editor goes back and makes sure that they do that. The other piece with this is, so let's say you're writing for the sports page. So Sophie's writing her story here and Avery's writing her story here. So what's really cool for me is I tell them, this is a newsroom. This is for real here, kids. Like, this is a real job and you have to take it seriously. And I hear them around the classroom, hey, what are you doing on my page? Who keeps deleting that? Who changed the font? What's going on? And it's just this real world, true, honest, organic, collaborating experience. So I love when kids are building websites together because it's real. and it's published and the whole world can see it. So they take it very seriously, and I'm very proud of the work that they've come up with. Down here, we actually have an archive. I'm gonna move this thing out of the way. So our district clerk actually was asking where are the archived school newspapers and newsletters, because she has to submit those with some kind of reports. And so here she can give a link. So these are from the previous years. And so what they do is they just copy and paste in the new school year all of the old letters down into the archive. And there's probably a better way to do that. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure the kids will figure it out. So I really leave this to them. Before we publish it and send it live, I do go back through with each kid, and then we go through their writing and they make changes and edits. But they all edit each other. They all read the other's stories. Before they start typing on the website, we talk about newspaper article format. And then they have a planning page that looks like this when they go out. So this is for when they go interview people. And a lot of times they're on the phone calling the PTO president, or they need to go talk to the principal, or just whoever has the information. So they use this page. And then we talk about news stories being the upside down pyramid. So they use this as well. So they have to show me all this planning before they are allowed to type on the website. Let's see, we have book blog. So a lot of schools, and we are one, require the students to read for 30 minutes every night. That's a huge piece for me. That's their main homework for my students in the middle school. So we used to use Accelerated Reader, which I really liked, and then it went away. So we had to come up with something new. So this is our book blog maintained by a student. So everyone actually shares their book review with the student. The student then puts them on the book blog. So she maintains this. So this is 8th grade quarter 1. They have a model for this that I gave them. So what they do is the first page in their, or this first slide in their book review is the who, what, where, when, just like the basic elements, like what you would use in a book report, because this is not a book report, it is a book review. Oh, we're a little slow today. There we go. So here are other information like, oh, this book is also a movie, or it's part of a series, or it's been rewritten, etc. So she's got the book cover here. And then this is her planning sheet. And here is her paragraph telling me if she likes the book or not and why. And then on the last slide, they can give me quotes that they liked from the story, and then any words that they had to look up, so vocabulary. And then they share those with the person who maintains the website, the Hardy Boys. Glad we're reading some classics. So there's Hardy Boys, here's our planning page, and then vocabulary. You know, so this is one of those, did you do it or not? So it's that authentic writing piece, and I look over the paragraphs, but it's more of giving them the chance to publish something authentically. And again, this is really fun because it gives them a chance to be really creative too. And some of them actually, I feel like you can't see it because this is in the way, but some of these kids gave me a link to their planning page showing me that they planned out their paragraph, but they can do it that way. So that's our book blog. And the kids are required a certain amount of these each quarter. So technically the 8th graders, I like to have 3 of these a quarter, and then 7th graders 2 and 6th graders 1. They submit this is one way they could submit reviews with using a form. So they would say this would be the link to their slideshow, and then they have to make sure the share settings are correct, and then they just submit it. And then the student running the website is in charge of taking care of that. But I felt like, I don't know if she loved that. That's just one way you can do it. There's so many ways. Here's my model that I made for them. So, and if anyone has not had the chance to read this book, it's fabulous. The Girl Who Drank the Moon. So, anyway, all of that is linked on this slideshow. So if you want to go back and look at any of that, this is a high school student, and she went to Montana Academy and needed a French credit. So I did a one-on-one French course with her, and her administration, of course, wanted evidence of her learning. So she made this website. So for each of the units, whatever work we did, she would post it on this website. So I did nothing with this. Rachel did all of this herself. So here's a little video she made.
Je m'appelle Rachel. J'ai 18 ans. J'aime lire le roman fantastique.
So she's using Screencastify to go through and record with this. So when you make those Screencastify videos, oh, she did one for each slide. And then you can upload those videos right onto the website. This is a slideshow that's uploaded. This is her rubric with her grade. And then each of these are the different verbs that the work she did practicing for each of it. So she just took pictures of her notes. So you can just put pretty much anything on here. I feel like she used a storyboard that out of these. So just some notes she took. This is a quiz. It's in unit 4. I think she used Google Arts and Culture for this one, but another video that she wrote about the, yeah. So anyway, you get the idea. I think, yep, I think that's, so those are some examples. I think I've got all that. There's Kennedy. We're gonna make this in just a minute. So my question is, do you have any questions? I'm gonna stop presenting for just a minute.
I think somebody needs to mute their mic.
Yeah, so if you're not speaking, just go ahead and make sure your microphone is muted, and then that will help us to stay focused.
I think I just got it.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to stop sharing. There it is. Questions so far? Anyway. Okay, but you want to learn more, lots to learn. Oh, there are no new questions. Typically, how many students do you have when working on a website? So my classes are usually around 20 students. So the 8th graders who built the website for the Underground Railroad, I think there were 18 kids in that class. So this is just access through Google Apps. Yes, and I'm going to show you that right now. So, or in just a minute. We will make a website together, and you will all have a page, and you will create it and design it today. So we've got lots of time. Okay. Other questions? Okay, so you guys thanks Shelly. You guys just saw my slideshow. And now I thought, well, what if I turn this slideshow, I'm gonna share again here. Oh, if I can, share my screen. Okay, so here's my little slideshow, right? Okay, yeah, that's nice. And it has all these hyperlinks and blah, blah, blah. So then, I'm gonna go to my drive, if I can move this thing. In my drive. And I started a website. Now this is in the editing mode. So this isn't what it will look like when it's published, similar, and I'll show you how that works in just a bit here. So what's happened is, oh look, do you want to build a website? Okay, websites are a great way for collaboration, right? And I decided to put my menu on this side. So Underground Railroad. So there, I've got a picture there. And here are the links that I had on my slideshow. And instead they're like this. Here's the final product you can click and go to. This is a picture of the website that I just did a screenshot of, but this will take you to their actual website. And then here's my school newsletter. This is really fun. It should be going. Oh, so if I want to see what this is going to look like, I can hit preview. So this is what the published version would look like if I publish it right now. So you can see, I wish I could make this thing go away. Okay, so you can see this is a carousel with pictures, and I'll show you how to insert one of these. It's super fun. And you can set the speed for this and put a bunch of pictures in there so that they're rotating. I've got a little map I added of where we live. Here's the format, the planning, the writing. Here's a link right here to the actual newsletter. So then,
Shanna, looks like we've got a couple of questions.
okay, I will pause for a minute. I'm gonna go back here so that X out of there, and then I'm gonna go to the questions chat. Okay, so this is just accessed. Okay, so in the waffle, you open sites. Okay, let's do it. Are we ready? You guys are ready to go. I'm gonna stop. You've seen enough of that. So here we go. I'm in my website, or I'm sorry, in my drive, and I go to new, more, and Google Sites. Here's my Untitled website. So we are going to call this websites, sites at AI 2020 for now. We can make that different. Now I can play with this. I can make it bigger. I can make it bold. Note, there aren't 1,000 choices. Like, I can't change the font on this unless I go to themes, and then I only get this many options. What I love about that is that kids can't spend 8,000 years trying to just get the right font and the color and the blah, 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 blah. They only get so many options. I like that. I like it simple, it's clean, it matches, it's great. So I can change the image. I'm gonna select an image. Now, what's really neat, not from my drive, I want to select an image, I wanna search. Right here it says results shown are labeled for commercial reuse with modification. That means whatever I'm searching for this little box, let's say we want a computer. I don't have to worry about this being copyright protected. So let's see. Well, these are old school. I should have typed in Chromebook. Ooh, I kind of like that one. So I'm going to do that. And now it's going to set this image. Maybe. Except, you know what? That didn't fit. It didn't look very good. I'm going to try again. I'm going to search Chromebook. Select. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look great, right? Shelly would be like, Shanna, don't you leave that on there. It's hideous. Well, she's on here, so she can go change that picture in just a minute when I share this with you so that you can do what you want to it. So when we go over here, insert. So on the page, you can pick your layout. So let's say I like this one. This is going to be for a picture. This is for some text, some subtext. And when you click on these, you get your little options. You don't get a ton of options, and you can also make it collapsible so that it goes up and down. That's kind of new. You can add an image carousel. You can add a button that links you to another website. You can insert a YouTube video. You can, I'm not sure what a placeholder is, but someone can figure that out and tell me. You can put in a calendar. You saw a map. You can add docs, slides, sheets, forms, anything from your drive. Okay. So what's going to happen now is that there are pages and there's a plus sign down here. And so I'm going to make my page, Shanna's page. Done. And now here's my page. Now with these little guys here, if you want to add a sub page, maybe I'll write my presentation links in there. Now I get to have a sub page. So this is all Shanna. So I'm at home. And then when I go to Shanna's page, here we go. Now I can change the picture. So it's not the same as on the other setting. And I think I can change the theme for each page as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share. And right now you can change these links. So if I'm at Swan River School, I only want my kids on this. But right now, I'm going to unrestrict this and say anyone with the link. So there are two, when you're on a doc, you just have one publishing option because it's like you look at it or you edit it or it's blocked. So there are two parts to a website. There's the editing version, which is the draft. So this draft, I'm saying anyone with the link is an editor. Anyone on the published site is a viewer. So I'm going to say done. I'm doing this for you guys so that you can participate. So right now, when I share, I need to copy the link and links. Oh, well, give me the link. Here we go. Sorry. Links. Anyone with the link can edit. Shelly, I need help.
What's up?
Are you there? How do I give them the link?
If you, okay, go to links.
I think if you try clicking that gear, because that's just your settings for the links down
It
there.
says settings are disabled for public links. Why is it doing that?
Settings are, public. Okay,
Anyone with the link.
perfect. So just say done. So then go up to your Omnibox,
Okay, and then just share that.
highlight that and drop that in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
We'll see if that works.
So Shelly is like my hero. She's the one that made me do all of this stuff.
No, and Shanna, yeah, she's amazing, you guys.
You are. Okay.
Learning from a master right here.
Oh, I just don't know about, there's the chat. Okay, here we go. We don't want to just give it to you. Sorry, Britt. I'm going to give it to everyone. And then paste. So everyone should be able to go to that link and get on here and create a page. So let's try it.
Because it does say edit afterwards, so you're good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So Control C and then open a new tab and drop it in.
Yeah, so go ahead and open up the website. So can someone give me some thumbs up if you're able to get in there?
It's loading.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Thanks. Oh,
It
Christy.
looks like there's 21 people in there right now.
Oh, I see him now. Yep. Thanks. Okay. So make your page. And then another fun thing is this. Some people like the pages bar up here. If I want, I can move it to the side. Oops. With the tool thingy. Brand images. Oh, and we can talk about this too. Navigation on the side, top. Here we go. Side. There we go. But then I can't see your name, so I'm going to put it back on the top.
So Shanna, when you, or whoever's changing, when you change the theme,
Yeah, does it change
it
everybody's?
changes everybody. So like I'm
Okay.
watching my font go like 1,000 different. So that's one thing you have to preface the kids with is like, hey, we're just going to stick with this theme. However, you can change the background of when you drop in a text box or that sort of thing color-wise, but you can't change the theme.
And I think that's from a design standpoint. I think that makes the website look smoother and cleaner. So I think that's a good thing. But again, what you're experiencing right now is that organic, this is what happens when people collaborate in a big way. And
Right,
it's really cool because this is real life. This is what happens, right? When people work together in their jobs. So,
and I just did what not to do. So I changed the image for you. So if you go to my page, it's like a really obnoxious Yoda picture, which is a good learning tool for kids to be like, hey, this isn't something that we
terrible.
change.
Terrible.
I know.
And so that's another piece too, is you have to front load these kids. Like, I can change Shelly's picture right now, but should I be doing that as a student? No. I could talk to her and say, hey, this is a little fuzzy. And it's only half of Yoda's face. So maybe you should come up with a picture. Could you find one that's a little more clear? Maybe he could be more green. It would be a better color. So that's a way for them to collaborate and edit one another as well. Because
Shanna?
yeah.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. It looks like there's a couple of questions.
Okay.
Can you just review how to start your own page really quick?
Yes, absolutely. So if you are, let's say you're on the home page, and then right here, you've got insert, you have pages, and you have themes. So if you go to pages, sorry, this thing's in the way, there's a little plus sign here. So all you have to do is click the plus, and then go ahead and put your name there and say done, and it will add your page. Once your page is in, you can click and go to it. So now I'm on Erin's page. So I'm gonna go back up to, oh, here's mine. And you can, I'll show you that in a second. So once you're ready to get going on your page, you can insert. They're basically like these blocks of where you put your information. So somebody's on my page. Who is this? Who's on my page? Hey. So that's what, you know, this is what happens, right? So if I want to add, if I want to edit these blocks of information,
Shanna, are you
I
on
can
my
go
page?
and maybe.
Are you in Shelly?
No, I'm in Shanna.
Oh, you're in Shanna. Okay, because I have that same foot on mine.
So Anonymous Quagga, I don't know who you are, but you're on my page.
I know, and somebody's on mine too. It's kind of fun.
Ooh, Anonymous Wombat is on here. So I think the lesson here is that you make sure the kids are logged in with their Google account and they can't change their name like that. And you know exactly who they are. So I know Anonymous Wombat is just teasing me.
I had Anonymous Grizzly put the same thing too. It's all good.
Now there's Anonymous Coyote. I don't even know how you do that. Can kids just do that? Uh-oh. Can you turn that setting off for them to do anonymous?
Yeah, somebody got into mine too and said it was theirs, but I created it, so I don't know. Like I only had the rights to delete it myself, I think, so I deleted it.
I just looked at almost everyone's page and that text shows up on every single page. That's same.
Oh, okay. That's
maybe
So if they added it as a footer, then it goes to the site.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
footers.
So if you add something in this heading box, this, I don't know what you call this, your main box up here, it's going to be on every page, right?
So don't do a footer is the lesson for that.
Yes. And the
Right.
kids learned that actually. This was a big thing.
The
when they
raccoon
were
thing was
making
mine.
that. Yeah. So anyway, what I want you to do, so I'm going to go to my page. Oh, someone took my name out, so I'm going to write it again. So what I want to do is then, there's a setup here. So I'm going to add, oops, I want to add a picture. So I'm actually going to upload something from my computer. I have to, it's a Mac, so I got to do something. Anyway, so welcome to my page. I am a teacher. So on your page, go ahead and enter some boxes in there. I want you to tell me about yourself. So where do you teach? What do you teach? Give me another box. So after I'm going to talk about being a teacher, I want to add another section. So I'm going to go to insert and I'm going to insert one of these. Here's another box. So maybe I'm going to put a picture with my hobbies and then tell about my hobbies. So maybe one is sailing and I'm going to put a picture of my sailboat and I'm going to say sailing is awesome. Oops.
I can see your stuff on my page. Phil.
Oh, who is that?
This is Aubrey.
Do you have your own page?
Yeah, I'm on my own page also, and everything you're doing to your page is showing up on my page.
Well, weird. Mona, can you type something on your page and see? Oh, you know what? I must have done it in the header or the footer. Edit the footer. Okay. So that's what I did. I put it in the footer and that's going to go on every page. Is this on everyone's page?
Yep.
Yes.
But is it a footer?
So
Okay.
if you just double tap, then I get the, I don't know how you,
So
Shanna,
I-
did you double tap to get that? When you went to insert something, did you just double tap?
I don't know, but I'm going to delete this box. Okay, and I'm going to go back to my page. And then, okay, header
Yeah.
type.
So you're in,
So
Double-
insert. Did this go on everyone else's page?
no.
Okay,
it's
so
not on
I
mine.
must have been in a header, right? So again, I love this because it's real. Like this is really what will happen in your classroom and you have to problem solve and you got to figure it out. So Scott, why don't you go ahead and insert one of your layouts? Alicia?
So, Shanna, can we take a second to answer some questions?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I got
No.
ahead of myself again.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so Sherry wants to know, just to clarify, you can change the background without changing everyone else's, but not the theme?
Yes. So let's say if I go to my page and I don't like this picture, I'm going to change the image. I'm going to select an image. I'm going to search Eiffel Tower, which is a terrible one because it's really tall and then the picture looks weird, but we're just going to do it. Oops. But the home page picture has not changed. I messed mine up. Search. Okay, I have to say select. That's my problem. Okay. Adjusting for readability. Okay. So,
Cool. And then also, so each page can have its own layout.
yes,
Okay.
it can have its
awesome.
own layout. So when you go to the insert these layouts, your own page can look how it wants to look, how you want it to look. The themes, this is what we don't want to change. We just can pick one and stick with it. And it's good that it's over here on this side. So just think the first two is where those two are where you have your options. Are there other questions?
Okay. Yes. How do you pull pictures from the internet to add to the page? So that's what you just went through right there.
I'll do that again if I can get on my page here. Okay, so anonymous Dumbo octopus. There's a footer here. And so somehow we need to edit that footer. We need to delete that. Okay, so now it's gone. So that person's not on my page. Okay, so see this little plus sign? These boxes that are sort of shaded, those are for images. And you could upload from the computer or you can get them from, well, you can't, the kids can't because they're on a Chromebook. So they don't have anything downloaded. So they're gonna select an image and they're gonna go to Google image search. Now, the difference here, when you're up here in that top box, those images are copyright free, right? These ones do not say that. So when you search for the images down here, so let's say I want a dog, These ones are not necessarily copyright free. Is that right, Shelley?
Correct. But
Okay.
and if you just go to Google Images in general, and
Yeah.
then you have tools, then you can search usage rights. But
Right. So we're gonna put a picture of a sailboat on there. Hello. So I'm gonna, I'm still sharing. I don't know that I need to at the moment. I just want people to go through and, oh, love it, Sherry. Go ahead on your page and start creating. And then in about 10 minutes, we're gonna take a little break. But go ahead and create your page. So this is looking great, Scott, by the way, love it. And while you're being the teacher, this is what you do. You go through and check, make sure they're on task. It's pretty easy to say, hey, Shelley, I see that you're totally off task. Why are you putting pictures of your dog in there when you're supposed to be learning about the Underground Railroad? Let's get on it, right?
And then, Michael, I'm not sure what you meant, but is it okay to make one on my account and then share it with you? What did you mean by that?
I think he's saying he wants to go make his own website on his account and then share it with me. Is that what the question is?
Michael.
Oh, someone's on a mobile.
Just made one on my Google account, and I'm want to know if it's appropriate to just share that with you rather than being on the class. I was on a different computer, and so logged in on this one.
Yeah, do you want to put it in for everyone to see?
So should I just drag that to the chat?
Yeah, you could put the link in there and then we can check it out and see what you made.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Michael.
That's great.
Shanna,
Yeah.
every time I try to add a picture, it says my name up there, and I think I'm adding a picture, and then it takes me to somebody else's page.
Is this
So I
Julie?
never get my picture up there.
Who's talking? Is that you, Julie?
Oh, this is Julie.
Okay,
Sorry.
well now I see your face. Okay, great. So you're trying to put in a picture?
Yeah,
Are you selecting an image or are you uploading it from?
I'm selecting, I clicked on it, I put selected image. I went to my Google Photos. I clicked on a picture.
This is not a.
I insert it, and it
So-
takes me to Sherry B's page.
So like down here, you're doing it in these little boxes down here
I can
or on the top?
no, down below.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try and see if I can do it. Select image. We're gonna go from Google image search. Giver. I like these apples. I don't know. I don't know. And you know what? It's not perfect, everybody. It's technology. It's new. I've never had 33 kids on one website. So the most was, and even those kids were in pairs. So they weren't necessarily all 18 on at one time. So of course, this is probably a little bogged down and it might be a little slow or who knows what's up. So Julie, to get rid of that picture, you can just delete it.
Okay.
Put it in the trash can.
And Shanna, I noticed if you go down, like if you're just on your page and you let your cursor like kind of float down accidentally, that's immediately when it goes into footer.
Okay. So
And that's
something.
like I've never seen it. Like you said, we don't always have this many people on it at once. So I don't know if you'd have this trouble if you didn't have, because Julie was just on and somebody was on and I kept deleting the footer. So
Right.
I don't like that default where if you just kind of like let it go, then it automatically goes on everybody's page.
So that's something. So what's really neat about Google, and I'm sure it's on here somewhere, they want you to tell them these issues. And I tell them all the time. So I'm a big Google Classroom freak. like totally love it. And I probably sent them a message with a screenshot every single day at the beginning of last year. Just like, will you please add this feature? I really need this feature. Gosh, it would be nice if you add this feature. And you know what? They did a lot of times. And so they really do listen. So I'm not sure where you do it here, but that's something I think we should report on. And then Laura, I'm going to say Liedka. Somehow you have this beautiful picture and I love it on my page. And I was looking for your page to put it there. Laura. I don't see Laura's page. Have you created? Oh, there she is. So, oh, interesting. And now my picture is on Laura's page. Okay. So, you know, it's not infallible. That's a double negative.
My web thing has turned gray and is locked. I can't do anything to it.
Okay. That might be internet. How's your
Okay.
internet?
It's good. I haven't had any trouble.
Right, and this is working fine. I don't know. It could be that the system's bogged down. I would have a guess that maybe Google Sites isn't used to 33 people on it. So if we can just be a little forgiving of the tools, yeah. I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute. Stop share. Okay.
Hey, Shanna, on a side note, and Sherry's on here too. I think we need to do a website for our Google training on the 18th and 19th. You've inspired.
Oh, great. That might be easier. There won't be as many people.
Start building it, lady.
Okay, so Laura seems to be working better. Oh, that's cool. You can duplicate the section and then just change it up.
Okay, Shanna Banana, I gotta go. She's
Okay.
master presenter. Good job.
Hi, Hattie.
That's one of Shanna's former students. Oh, get Milker in there too.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for your help, Kelly.
You're awesome, lady. This was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm having trouble figuring out how to get images from the internet when I try to upload a picture. I know you already showed us. Yeah, I will do it again.
So when
Brit-
I'm hitting that plus sign
Yeah,
and do that select image, that's when it turns gray and freezes the screen.
yeah, it could just be something with the site or with Google, because I don't think it's your internet, because your internet seems to be working great. But I'm gonna again show just inserting pictures, because I'm actually doing that on mine right now. So this, I actually, when I went to insert a picture, I went to my drive to get some pictures out of there. So I'm gonna add some text. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to get rid of this thing. There we go. Okay, so if I insert another one of these and I click this plus sign, then I can select an image. Either I can upload it from my computer, I can select the image from the internet, or I can go to get it from my drive. So right now I'm gonna try getting it from the internet. So I go, if you already have the URL, you can put that in. You can go to your photos, or you can go do an image search. So I'm gonna look for a horse. So I like this picture, so I'm gonna click on it, but down here, if you double click, it'll work. But for the picture up here, you actually have to say select. So sometimes I forget to hit the select button and it turns black. But this one, if you double click it, it should put it right in there. So I don't know if that helps. I saw another comment. Come on. Oh, good. Okay. Glad you got it, Britt.
Hey, Shanna, is there a way to click multiple spots in a map?
I don't know. I'll play with that function. I haven't really used that yet. And also, it is 10:33, and I wanted to give everyone a break. Do we go to 11:20?
Let me check. We go until 11:20.
Okay, so this is a bit of a long session, but I definitely want to give everyone a break. So if you want to stop and take a break and take 10 minutes just to go stretch your legs, maybe get a snack, use the restroom, do what you got to do. And I will put in a timer for myself for 10 minutes.
All right, I will see everybody back here at 10:43.
10:43, sounds good.
Shanna, did you see the Bitmoji question?
Yes,
I can't figure it out.
I just answered it.
Oh.
Yeah, Bitmojis, that's a new thing for me. Sadly, I like email from my phone because I know the keyboard's on there, and I send them to my email, and then I put them in my drive and then upload them from my drive to places. So.
Well, that's a way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that works. Shelly would have been the one to answer that, but yeah, I'm still learning that.
Hey, Shanna.
Yeah.
Question for you. With doing the website with your students, with having that many, I'm going to have at probably most 6 students.
Okay.
How would you say best to go about that with just 6 students?
Give them each their own page.
Okay.
What kind of information do you want to put on the website?
You know, I'm not really sure at this point. I'm just kind of exploring things with what I can and can't do with, you know, the small amount of students that I will have. I mean, I know sometimes having the smaller can be easier for certain things, but can also be a challenge too. So
It can, but I think 6 is a really nice number. And so what subjects do you teach and age level?
I'll actually be teaching all subjects.
Okay.
It's a small little school, so I have a combination class. I mostly have 7th and 8th graders. I will have 5th and 6th graders for music. There'll be one semester of doing like music, and then the next semester I'll be teaching them German. But it'll mostly just be 7th and 8th graders, and so it's a combination class.
Okay. So yeah, any projects that I'm getting a little feedback. Sorry about that. Projects that you have. So for instance, let's say for German, maybe they're working on a certain verb, and then they go film themselves going around acting out that verb, if it's an action verb, and then they make little videos, and then they can upload that.
Okay.
And each student can have their own page, or you could have a page for 5th and 6th grade and then have sub pages. You could use it as a place for kids to display work and showcase their work if you wanted to. So, and then more sub pages can come in.
Yeah.
But they, especially with just 6 kids, having them all work on there at the same time, that's going to be easy.
Yeah. And I know that the 8th graders, which there's 3 of them, they have for the last 2 years done the school yearbook, and last year they used Shutterfly to do it. So I know they're going to probably have a lot more knowledge on things than I do, but like you said, it's kind of a learning process. But
it's all a learning process for all of us. And the truth is, these kids are born with their brains wired differently. They just understand things innately. They just can do it. You just have to be brave enough to provide them the opportunity.
Right.
So in my last session, I was showing a video of my 8th graders making commercials they had created, and they acted them out. And I said, okay, you wrote your scripts, you've practiced. I want you to go, one person in the group, go get your cell phone out of your backpack, because I know it's in there. I said, you're going to go take a video of your commercial and act it out, redo it several times if you need to practice. And then somehow you're going to get the video from your phone into your drive, and then you're going to turn it in on Google Classroom. And I don't know how you're going to do that because I don't know how to do that. And you know what? Every single one of them turned in there and they figured it out and they did it because I gave them the chance and I wasn't too afraid to say, I don't know how, but you can figure it out. I know you can. And then they can teach you.
Well, and that's what YouTube comes in as a nice thing too.
I watch so many YouTube videos. Absolutely. Yep. It's important.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Oh, look, here's some more about Bitmoji over here.
Hey, Shanna.
Yes.
This is Sherry. If you have the Bitmoji extension, you can actually just choose the Bitmoji you would like, click on it and drag it into your image box and let it go, and it'll pop it in there for you.
Awesome. And I see that you wrote that out for us too. Thank you. I tried to put the Bitmoji extension on my account yesterday and it went to a different account. So I need to play with that some more, but yeah, no, those are really fun. Those Bitmojis. I feel like it's like, a woman thing. I know that's really weird to say, but like, I don't know any guys with Bitmojis. Do you guys know any guys that have? And then when I send them to my husband in a text message, he's like, this is stupid. Don't send me those anymore. So I don't know, but I think they're fun. Oh, Jeff and Dean have them. Of course they do. Okay. Okay. All right. Are we back on, Miss Molly?
Yes, we are. I think everyone's back.
So how do we feel about, I was thinking maybe we'll spend about 15 more minutes on your pages. Do people still want to play with their pages and add to those? I'd like to see those kind of come on like a nice complete page for everyone if we can get there. And then maybe about 11 or 11:05, we could do a breakout and then people can talk about how they want to use these websites in their classrooms. Would that be okay, Molly?
Yeah, let's do it for sure. How many people do you want in breakout rooms?
Well, there's 33 on here. Do you think 3 or 4 maybe?
I have 42 on here.
Oh, I thought there were, oh my gosh. Well, we got some more.
Yeah, we added some.
That's cool. Yeah, so it looks like people want some time to work and then we'll do a little breakout room just so if you haven't done that yet, you can try it out because it's pretty cool. And then, yeah, how do you share? It keeps saying the links changed. Noelle, I don't know that I understand what you're saying. How do we share what? I see your box, but I don't see your face. When I try to share, there is no link for the web page. You maybe can't be sharing it. So who are you trying to share it with and for what purpose? Oh, because it's not published. So I'm going to show you that really quickly. If you don't, and you can keep working on your pages too. But so what's happening is, oh, to share your computer. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Okay, so right now with all this information floating around, the insert, the pages, the themes, this is not a published website. This is a draft website. So if I go up here and I look at this little guy, this is the preview to what my published website will look like. So here's my home page, here are my different pages, etc. So when I'm all done and I've got all my kids have peer edited each other, it looks beautiful, everyone's pictures in the place we want it to be, I go up here to publish. Oh, this is new too. They didn't used to show you this. So here's your draft and you can look it over all the pages, which is pretty nice is what it looks like it's telling me. Or I don't know what that is. Oh, interesting. Sorry, this is new to me. They change it all the time. So I'm like, what's going on here? Where's Shanna? Interesting. Anyway, when you're ready, you hit the publish button. And when you've published it, it will give you the page Oh, I just X'd it out. I don't know why I did that. They'll give you the link for the published website. And what you will do for that is then you can share that, let's say, on your school website if you want to, or wherever if you want to put it on Google Classroom so the kids can go look at it. But you have options when you're publishing. There are settings. So this is that part where I can go and change information. And also I can change the share settings for if I just want my students. So right here it says, oh, interesting. Somehow it just has you as an editor. Weird. Anyway, so if you want to change this, see it says published site is public, but maybe I only want people at Swan River School to see it. So then I click Swan River School, or restricted so that it's only with people with the link. So I hope that helps. I saw some comments, so I'm going to see if I can't go check those out. Okay, so Noelle seems she's got everything figured out there. Okay, I'll be quiet and we can work on our pages. Oh no, stop that.
Say, could I? I got a question for you. Is this going out to everybody? I'm super embarrassed.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I inserted some pictures but I tried to do a footer where just introduce myself on my page, right? And it keeps disappearing. I put it on there. That's not where you do it? Is it in the footer? Okay, sorry.
If you put in a footer, it will be on every page.
Oh, so that's why it's not, okay.
So we probably deleted it because we're like, who keeps putting a footer in here?
Who keeps doing that? Yeah. Oh, idiot. Okay, yes.
No, learning.
Learning. I like your failing every day. I love that.
Yeah, first attempt in learning. Teacher fails happen all the time. So yeah, I would just insert another one of those boxes with a layout and use that, because you can delete, like if there's more, if the layout is too busy for you, like you don't want the picture, you just want the text box, you can delete parts and change them. So
Okay.
that's what I would recommend.
Okay.
Shanna, this is Roxanne R. Smith. On my page, I was putting a picture and it turned out it was a PowerPoint and I'm trying to get rid of it and it won't go away.
So off the side to the left, there's a little, if you hover over there, a little trash can will come up. Or if you click on the box itself, then a little trash can and a settings wheel should come up too.
Huh, it's not coming up.
Roxanne, is it the page?
It's R. Smith, Roxy, yeah.
Okay, so let me go to your page here. Oh, okay. So I'm only seeing a picture and Roxy's Nakota recipe page.
Okay, so I have, well, maybe.
Did it go away?
Maybe I moved it. It's above the buffalo.
I don't see a buffalo.
I think I'm looking at I was looking at the different ways to look at it. Like one is how it will look on your phone, how it will look on your tablet.
Okay.
The large screen.
Oh, so hit the X. There's a blue X.
Oh, okay. I have to, so that on the right side where it says insert pages and themes, how do I get over there? Because that's covered. I've got everybody's pages are overlapping that part of my screen, so I don't see an X.
Are you in the preview view?
I think so, yeah.
So if you're in the preview view, you won't see insert pages or themes.
Oh.
You'll see a full screen.
Okay, I must be looking at full screen.
I'm not sure. Can you share your screen with me?
How do I do that?
So at the bottom of the Zoom, there's a green button. It says share screen.
Can you see my screen now?
I can't.
Maybe I started a separate Google Chrome. I don't know. I'm ready to just give up.
No, don't give up. No giving up. You could take a little break.
If you want, you can maybe share your screen so we can see what's going on.
I'm trying to, but
go.
I'm clicking on it, but it's not showing my screen.
Weird.
Well, you have to click the button that says desktop and then share. Oh, there it goes. You got it. Okay.
So is this all you're seeing? You're not seeing any of the pictures I put on there?
That's all I'm seeing.
Huh, okay. I must have got out of there somehow and probably running it on my own page then. Okay.
Okay, maybe hit the refresh button and see what happens too. And then don't publish this. So I'm seeing Deanna saying publish. We don't want to publish this yet because we're still in the draft mode.
Okay.
So don't hit publish.
I'll just keep playing around. I'll
Okay.
figure it out. Thanks.
Do you know how to stop sharing your screen?
I think so. If I can get back to.
I know, right? We're learning. This is awesome. So you're going to want to use the toolbar at the bottom. And it'll say stop sharing.
I think my problem is the very bottom part of my screen has like the Windows 10 strip and it covers up part of the Zoom page.
So what you need to find is the Zoom, the little Zoom control bar. Molly, do you have some advice for her?
I found it. It was at the very top. It said
Oh,
stop
good.
share.
You got it. Awesome.
I was looking at the bottom, but it was actually at the top.
So now you know how to share your screen. So that was good practice.
Me again.
Yep, I'm
I
here.
got another question. I hate to force everybody to hear my questions, but
No, it's totally fine.
so now I'm trying to, I went to my Google Drive and I'm trying to upload a video of my students from last year. It's a short virtual deal. And so I go into my drive, it opened, and but I need to go to it's in a certain file. So I have to be able to find the file, and it's not giving me the choices to where to go in my drive.
Okay, so can I model for you how I would do that?
Yeah, or you're welcome to, I can share my screen with you too. Which do you prefer?
I'll just share mine.
Okay, great. Let me open
I
you up
won't be
now.
able to do anything. I won't be able to, push anything or anything. So
Okay.
let's say here I want to add.
Hold on, I'm gonna make you full screen because I'm still in mine. Oop,
Oh,
where'd
okay.
you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You're just like tiny, so let me bring you out here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, there you are.
So here I'm going to put the plus button here, and I'm going to say from my drive.
Okay.
And then right here, it's got all my folders. Are you seeing all of your
Right.
folders?
Yeah, I'm not seeing folders. I'm seeing all these individual things like that the kids turned in, or from my classes. So clearly I need to make more folders, but I am looking for the one particular folder, but it's not popping up.
That's really weird.
I know.
These are all of mine for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, when I go into my drive just normally on my laptop, not doing anything else, I have to, it doesn't give me that folder until I go to the top of the Google Drive.
So here's an idea. Go into your drive on a separate tab.
Okay.
Go rename the video whatever it's called.
Okay.
And then it should put it at the top. So then when you go back to insert it from the website, it should be at the top of that list of all of those items to choose from.
Right, which I need to get rid of. Okay.
And if that doesn't work, let me know.
Okay, perfect. All right. Oh, and then I'm putting these pics in and I want to put text. And where's the text?
The layout with a picture that has a text box below it, then it will be.
Okay, so in the layout, I have to put a text box below it.
Yeah, you used to be able to, let me see, you used to be able to just insert a text box. Oh, down below. So you've got collapsible text. You could insert a place.
That's what I was, sorry. Yeah, I tried the collapsible text and I thought it was going to everybody else's because it went right up to went to the wrong spot again. So it should be okay though. It's not going to go into everybody else's.
No, it should be fine. So, and if you insert, what you can do is insert one with picture and text and then just delete the picture box. Because you can pick the layout and then delete the things you don't want from the layout.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it didn't, when I put in the picture, it didn't give me the title on it. So I see.
Yeah, so you probably have to add that.
Okay. Okay, shared drives. Maybe I'll look into that one. Oh, that's so weird that I'm not going with. Huh. Mm-hmm. Huh.
Okay, how's everybody doing? Are we still working away? Do you guys still want a few more minutes? How about if we work until actually 11:10 and then we can do breakout sessions and chat? Can I have thumbs up if that sounds good? Okay.
Yeah, perfect. I think that's good.
Okay, thanks, Molly.
Hey, Shauna.
Yes.
So I'm trying to insert an image, and every time I go to select the image, it knocks me over to Rhonda's page.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
I'm sorry. It happens to the kids sometimes too. There are these weird, quirky, it's like the wires are crossed or something in there.
Okay, no sweat. Thanks.
I'm sorry about that.
What would you suggest for a workaround if you can't get any images downloaded?
You mean coming from the internet or uploading from a computer?
From the internet.
If I were in class with my students, I would distract them with some other something and then maybe have them go back when there were less people on the website.
Okay.
Or even just refresh sometimes, or just come back to it a little later. And that's super annoying. But I would tell them to go peer edit some of the other kids' pages, or maybe have them come back at a later time during the day and we could try together just to work one-on-one to see if it would work without as many folks on there.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I just thought maybe there was
the other piece
of the trade or something.
You can, on a Chromebook, you can download a little bit, not a ton, but I think you could probably go on Google Images and download an image to the computer and then maybe try uploading it to the website instead of directly from the internet. That might work.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay. Yeah, see if that works. I know it would work on my MacBook because I have a MacBook, not a Chromebook.
Right.
So.
Hey, Shanna, quick question on the image carousel.
Yes.
So I uploaded 3 photos just to play around with it. But then when I look at it on my webpage, I'm not seeing how it would go from one photo to the next to the next. Does that need to be live then, or?
Yes, so there's a settings here. Let's try that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay. Let's say I want to insert an image carousel. Where did I put it? Image carousel. Okay, so then you add your pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, I can't do that.
If you want, you can just play around on mine.
Oh yeah, what page are you on? Sorry, I forgot I can do that.
Yeah, that's okay. Just go to Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Yeah.
Oops. Thanks, Rhonda.
Mm-hmm.
Is it this one?
Yeah, so it's that, yes.
Okay, so when you click on this, okay, so up here, do you see this little toolbar? Or
Yes.
sorry, the, whatever that wheel is?
Settings or something?
Settings, yep. So if you hit this guy again, you can show the dots, you can add captions, auto start. This is cool. It'll tell you the speed it's going to go at. So let's just try slow. And now we're going to update it. Now you're not going to see that until you go up here to the preview button.
Okay.
So now when we preview, it's going to go. Great pictures. Does that help a little?
Yeah, that was amazing. Thanks for your help.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I love that. That's kind of a new feature. So that's been really fun.
Cool. Thanks for your help.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll go for about 2 more minutes and then we'll do a little breakout and chat. Oh, I was reading, there was a question on here too. Rubric building tool. So Kelsey, as far as a rubric, so for me, I'm like a super crazy stickler. I pound home writing is a big piece. So all of the pretty parts and the pictures and the design part, that's one little piece on the rubric. But when I'm grading a kid's website, so for instance, the Underground Railroad website, that is just our regular old writing rubric that we actually developed together as a class at the beginning of the school year. So we talk about focus, organization, evidence and analysis, language choice, and conventions. And then the kids talk in pairs and they come up with what would be advanced or a 4, because we do at a 4. What's a 3, what's a 2, what's a 1, and we talk about what do each of those, what does that mean? So a 4 means you've gone above and beyond. A 3 is you're doing what a 7th grader and 8th grader should do. And then on down the line. And then we actually write that rubric together. And then that's what we use to grade a writing through the year.
Great, thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so it's about 10 after. If you guys are up for it, I can give you the last 10 minutes to keep working if that's what you prefer, or we can do breakout and talk about how you're going to use this and share some ideas. So what do we think?
I could try to make a poll really quick.
Sure.
Okay.
So breakout or keep working.
Okay.
I'm having a lot of fun with these tools, Molly.
I know, me too. It's been fun to like play around with it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm seeing lots of keep workings. Keep working.
Okay, did you get the poll?
Yep.
Whoop. Wow, I don't know if we need to keep polling. It's like overwhelmingly keep working.
All right, guys, the time is here. So I'm just going to keep working on my page too, and then keep asking questions. It's awesome. Helps us all. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Alicia, did you figure out how to insert? Sorry, I'm just seeing this.
Oh, that's why I did that. Oh, sorry, I'm missed that. Okay. Hearing people's questions with Shanna's. How did you create the poll? Oh.
Yeah, there's a polling option on my screen because I am the host. So it's down by like screen share and everything. There's a polling option, and then also a breakout room option where people, you choose how many rooms you want, and it'll automatically randomly put people in different rooms. And for the polling, you can click like add question, and it takes you to the Zoom website really quick, and you type in what you want the question to be, and then you can have as many options as you want. And you can make it so that people can just choose one option or multiple options. Yeah, it's been super helpful.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, so why is that like that? I don't like that.
Are the dotted lines an indication of a new page? Britt is asking.
The dotted lines, where are those?
Well, like, so I've added, I've been inserting some different little boxes and stuff. And so what I noticed is I inserted the one with like the 3 boxes, and then I went to insert like another 3, and it looks like there's just a really faint kind of horizontal dotted line. And I wasn't sure, I guess I just don't know what that would end up looking like.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I have those in between like the sections on my page too.
Yeah, it just shows that the sections are going to be separate when you go to the, if you go to the preview, so hit the preview button, and then you can see what it's going to look like.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And
yeah,
that is,
it's at the top, and it looks like a little laptop with a cell phone in front of it. It's right to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now only I can see my own preview page, right? I'm not making that happen.
Yep, you're not making everybody preview. It's just you.
Okay, I see. So what it just means is, so I just have to kind of scroll around to see what I have on this particular page.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can go look what's on everybody else's page too while you're in the preview.
Oh.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
I just clicked on Denise's page randomly, and I just want to give her a shout out. She's starting her 29th year of teaching in 1st grade. Bless your heart. I could never do it. You're awesome. Julie, love the pictures, especially the mask one. This is so fun. You guys are doing awesome. Oh, Brandy, you're on here. I didn't even know it. Look at, there's Logan. He graduated. Woohoo! Good job, Mom. Oh, I think Noelle's been having trouble. I'm sorry about that. Ooh, Mona, I'm curious how you got that little slice of the map under that picture there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, did you do the map option, or did you just get a picture and post it there?
Oh, it's like its own box. It's like its own section. That's pretty neat.
Huh. Oh, searched it and added the image.
Okay. And then Scott, yours looks great. Are these sub pages you've got going?
Yeah, I just put some sub pages on there and some buttons.
Nice, I love it. I love the buttons. I haven't actually used those yet, so that's pretty fun.
So is there a way to save this page to our own Google? So we have it?
I don't know about that. I have no idea. Google it, Julie. I have no clue.
I just inserted a button link and started creating, because I want to work real time on something I might use. So I started making my own, and then I put a link on this page. So hopefully you guys can link to see what I'm working on somewhere else. So I can keep what I'm doing.
Okay, that's a great idea. The other piece is that's something that we talked a lot about too for the school newsletter, because we wanted to make sure we had the archive, and we were like, should we make a link or should we copy and paste them? So the kids actually spent a lot of time copying and pasting the previous year's articles into that separate page, whereas they maybe should have just had a button to link to the old website, because that would have been a lot easier. So it's a valid, I mean, because that's a real-time piece, yeah. Cool, cool. Okay, Blake. Click on my name in the banner, okay? Oops.
So Molly, oh, that was an old question. When you asked that, you knew that, right? Because I got that part figured out. Now I got my words in there. Thank you. Now I got to go to something new and all my pictures.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
So,
thank you though. Oh,
Blake, I wanted to go look at your page, but I can't find it.
who? Me? Alicia? Or did you say somebody else's name? Sorry.
Sorry. Blake.
Oh.
So in the comments, she said, go to my page. Click on my name in the banner to see the page I have built. I guess I'm confused. His name is a link. Hover. His name is a link. I don't know.
Actually, I didn't mean hover. If you click on his name on his page he made here, his Google site will show up. Like,
I know, but I can't find his name.
oh, it's Mr. Love.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't see a Blake on here. I did see Mr. Love. Okay, that's better. Oh, okay. So now I can go to his site and check it out. Awesome. Oh, I need access. You have to change your share settings, Mr. Love. All right, that's time, folks. I wish we could give you some more so you could keep making pages, but please, everybody, go check out sites. Use them for yourself, use them for your kids. It's an awesome tool. Alicia. Alicia, your page looks awesome. I'm loving the costumes there in the middle.
Thank you very much.
Right, and you guys can just hang out on that website and keep playing if you want. If you want to access that for later, Brandy, I'm going to, in my slideshow here, the last slide, it says our website. And so, oops, I'm going to do a link to that. So if you go into the folder with my documents for this session, I'm going to Control K this. Maybe.
Oh yeah, before you guys leave, if you would just also type in the chat box, yes or no, if you need these as renewal credits. If you need this class as renewal credits.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. So there, it's
So
there.
Back at you. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate all of you. You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Shanna, are you gonna publish this later?
You know, that would be
Keep it
kind
in
of
draft
fun,
mode.
wouldn't it?
That'd
Yeah,
be
maybe
great.
I'll do a published version and then people can go see the published version. That'd be great. Good
That
idea.
would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll put that link in the slideshow and I'll say draft and then published.
Thanks so much again.
Oh, thanks
Try it
guys.
with my kids. And you think we might, if we get permission, we can share their work on our webpage for our school, right?
Absolutely.
Yay, that's fun. Thanks a lot. What a great idea.
Yep. I have a, on our school website, I have a link on my personal page to the 8th graders Underground Railroad website.
Nice. All right. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye guys. Take care.
You too. I hate to leave. I want to work on my page.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
You've got me addicted now. I'm like, oh, I got to do more. Thanks.
Cool. I've got an hour break here too.
Oh, do you have someone else that you're?
One left. Yep.
Oh. I thought I was your only person, Molly.
Well, you're the best person, so.
Oh, no, it's been really fun. So did we not get the recording of that one yesterday?
I don't think so. I mean, it said it was recording the whole time. I just don't know where it went. So we got to track it down.
Because I really thought that when I signed in, it said this is recording.
I know it did. It had the little red dot in the corner the whole class. So I don't know. I don't know what could have happened, but we should be able to find it.
How would I find it? Because you hit the record button, so you kind of own it, right?
Yeah, my guess is that it might have gone to somebody else's cloud, like another moderator's. So maybe at the end we can kind of get together and try to track it down. But I definitely have the one from this morning. I saved that to my desktop. And so I'll do the same thing with this one.
Okay, fantastic. And I don't know if you're allowed to share those with me. It might be nice to go back and analyze myself.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I'll ask Kathleen just to make sure.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Randy says, thank you.
He's one of my BFFs.
Yeah, this was super cool. I got really into it.
Yeah, I noticed you were making a page and I was like,
I know, I was like, oh, I might as well just join in.
Super. Yeah, good.
Yeah, the sub pages, that was cool.
Yeah, sub pages are great. And you know, anyone can use this for like any kind of work that you do, or just like to make a blog or anything. Oh, school.
Yeah. It is so, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory once you're in here and play around a little bit. So easy.
Well, and that's the deal with these conferences. Like, I hate the part where I'm droning on. I like when it's so quiet because everyone's working. No, I don't want to do a breakout session. I want to practice this. And that's the point, right? To learn it. Otherwise, you just don't lose it.
And it's cool to have it like hands-on when we're, you know, in a virtual session.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, I'm going to sneak out of here because I need to go take a little break and stand up. But I totally appreciate you and all your hard work, and it was really fun to work with you. So thank you.
Thanks. I know, it was super fun. This was definitely a cool class. I mean, I've learned a lot through your sessions, so
great.
It was a win.
Cool. All right, lady. Well, take care.
Okay, thanks so much. See you later.
Bye. Bye, everybody.